Mr. Pot was known in his village for being a kind of eccentric, weirdo lunatic. He was building a spaceship in his garden. He was sure that there are aliens somewhere in space, and he wanted to go to meet them. People around used to laugh and gossip at him, and the local press medias used to regularly take some photos of him and his rusty, improbable engine. Over the years, he had become the local attraction. But Pot didn't care about all this mess. And one day, it was the big D-Day. His spaceship was now finished and ready to take off. The last thing for Pot to do was to write something to let behind him, like a farewell letter or a kind of message to the whole humanity. So Pot took a sheet of paper and a pen and started to think about what to write, and it was a blank. What to say? There were too many things, topics, warning and advices. One page would never be enough to explain that if they not change their stupid habits and greedy behaviors, their small world would collapse. Pot would have just wanted to wake them up a little bit, just shake them gently to help them to get out from their illusions, to raise their consciousness and make them aware of the situation that the humanity was going straight to the crash, that politics were only puppets, that all is fake. But it was too much and too long to write, and that would have delayed his departure, and also he was considered already enough as a mad. So finally, he just wrote something short, put it in an envelope with "message from space" on it. He laid the envelope at the door of his garden, then get in his spaceship and took off. Of course, many people of the village saw the spaceship flying up in the sky, and so they ran to Pot's house to make sure that it was his spaceship that they just saw flying up in the sky, because nobody believed that his handmade engine could ever fly. But indeed, the people found no more spaceship in Pot's garden. Then someone eventually noticed the envelope at the door. Look, he left a letter. What is written? Message from space. Open it. Someone took the envelope and opened it. Read it loud, said someone else. Let us know, said the people. What did he wrote? Said all of them. Then the people who had the letter in his hand was about to speak, but just not, and passed the message from space to someone else, who read it also silently, then passed it to another, who did the same, and finally everybody left. The last reader put back the letter in the envelope and left it where it was, at Pot's garden door. And it could have ended like that, but as the social medias are too much angry for some buzz, therefore the news spread quickly that a kind of crazy Hermit had fly away with a spaceship built in his garden, and he left a message from space for the world. Then it became an event. There is a message from space. And so here they came, the authorities, the officials, journalists, TV, and all rushed to get the scoop. They were all there, at Pot's garden's door, staring at the envelope of the message from space. A special ceremony was improvised for the opening of the letter, on the discovery of its message. And so, in all the channels, in direct, live, on every TVs, someone finally opened the envelope and showed the paper to the cameras. It was written